Hello everyone and welcome to what is likely to be the very last video from the Duelo system. So same people as always, it's myself, Matt, and do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, it's Betts as usual.
And we are going to do a new rebranding video. So this is the first video from the official new channel name, Shattered Realms. We're going to be talking a bit about why we decided to do that, and it's sort of been a long time coming. Really, it's been in the pipeline, sort of a project to touch on at some point, but we've realised that time has come. So, I don't know if you want to say a few words on that.
So it's been a thing in the past, hasn't it? Where we've kind of discussed the fact that our channel name and the artwork is a bit of a meme, really, because the name itself stems from a meme we had all those years ago when we first started the channel, and we just had that random guy saying Duelo constantly on King's Road.
And we're not even sure that's how you pronounce it, but we just kind of picked up on it being a funny thing to say.
Yeah. I've often thought if that guy was like asking for a dual system in Spanish or something and was asking like, is there a PvP system? And all this time, if we ever had a Spanish viewer, they've been sat thinking, why aren't they doing any PvP content?
But it really is one of those. It didn't make sense to carry that on if we were going to start to take things seriously, which is kind of the key focus, the key point of this video today, what we're going to introduce. So we're not going to skip over the fact that, as you can see, we are playing a classic game here. A lot of you will recognise as the Simpsons Home Run. The special thing about it is it's the Christmas mod. This is a Christmas in Springfield, which is, it dates back a few years now, but it's something that we've only recently stumbled across and decided it's worth playing. So obviously we're approaching Christmas time. We thought it'd be a nice special video to do. We thought nothing better fitting than this. So we just literally, there's no missions on this or anything. We're not playing single player, so we're in an online multiplayer mod, which some of you may be familiar with, I'm not sure.
If not, fully recommend looking it up because it's fantastic. Even though you can't do any missions, it's really fun to just come on to pass like a quick 20 minutes while talking to a friend or something. Especially with all the other mods you can get.
Yeah, 100% recommend looking into that and everything else. But besides the point of what what the main focus is today, so the key thing we want to talk about, the Shattered Realms, that's the new channel name. A lot of the content you'll see, we're not going to completely digress from the sort of games that we would usually play, so
no, definitely not.
We'll still be playing a lot of sort of retro games. We'll like to focus on making it a bit more serious and make a bit more effort into like brand new releases. So if there's anything we get at the time we feel that would actually be a good game to record, that's something that a lot of people would like to see, then we'll stick it on the list and we'll certainly consider it.
Yeah, I suppose another thing worth mentioning would be one of the main focuses for the channel, definitely for me, I can say, is from this point onwards I'll not be uploading anything I don't 100% fully intend to finish. There'll be no more half-finished series. Anything that I've not finished before now that's on the channel I'm going to remove if I don't intend to go back and finish it, or even then, to be honest, I might just go back on, delete it anyway and start from scratch. But no more half-finished messes or anything like that. It's all going to be fully completed from here on out.
Yeah, and just to just clarify what we mean by that, I mean, any series that you see on the channel at the moment that we're talking stuff that we haven't even touched in a few years' time, sort of thing. So something that just blatantly you can see was there and has just been forgotten about, or we've come across some obstacle in the way that's prevented us from recording anymore, or just purely sort of giving up on it. You won't see anything like that anymore. We'll make more of an effort going forward to actually release content and stick with what we say we're going to do. So
exactly.
So that's the key point to mention there.
And another thing is that I think in terms of content, like you say, we'll stick to what we did before, because we know that's the kind of thing we enjoy doing, more likely to stick to it. But I think also it'd be good to kind of, for myself anyway, branch out a little bit in like my more favourite games that have a lot of replayability. I'll probably cover videos on those, indicating like maybe build ideas for example, Dark Souls and things like that.
Yeah,
do more. Good. Yeah, so like playthroughs will be less serious. Just kind of chill out with a couple of drinks and play through the game. But then there'll be walkthroughs, which will be complete 100% guides, where everything will be fully serious and researched before I even touch the game.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it really is just sort of taking a new approach to it. You know, it's clear that there's been a lot of videos where we don't take it seriously. We just, you know, and that's fine with certain games. You know, we want to play through, we want to have a laugh, we want to enjoy what we're playing. But at the same time, you know, it doesn't look professional from like a, you know, that's not what people want to subscribe to see on the channel. You don't subscribe for unfinished content. You want to, if you start something, you want to make sure you stick to it. So
yeah, exactly. I just think it's basically like what you said earlier. For a long time we've been discussing renaming the channel or rejigging things, and I think now that we've both sort of got into a mindset where we can actually enjoy recording games and things like that again, it makes sense to do it now. Change name and all that kind of thing will give us a fresh start, and there's no real excuse to be messing around or, you know, uploading things we only put half effort in anymore. It really does give us that chance to just kind of deliver content we think the viewers will actually enjoy, rather than things we think we personally will enjoy more, if that makes sense. No more inside jokes or anything like that, or at least not
exactly.
As many.
I mean, it's always nice to do games that you'll enjoy, and I think we've sort of been prioritising content that we know each other will enjoy and each other want to watch. But going forward, I mean, obviously, yeah, new games that we think we might like, jump straight on it, because that's where the interest is going to be. But
and I think it's kind of like what you just said earlier on, really. It's not like we won't do that kind of content anymore. It's just going to be a balance between the two.
Yeah, exactly. So I think straight away, I mean, one of the main changes you're going to see is we're going to rebrand the channel completely. We're going to, you know, scrap the sort of makeshift logos that we've had for many years. You know, completely new banners, you know, redesigned graphics-wise all across the channel.
We've been working on that, haven't we? It's just finding out, like, matching YouTube specs to make it actually crop properly and things like that. So that might not come into effect immediately, even though the channel name will change, but that's something that we're aiming to get done, hopefully before the new year at least.
Yeah, and sort of going forward, we wanted to make sure every video we introduce from now on, there's no longer be any reference to the old name. We are now under the Shattered Realm, so going forward, that's what it's going to be. So we'll change all the artwork, all the banners, logos, that kind of thing. We'll sort of phase in all the new content, and then, like we discussed earlier, one of the main focuses is going to be to scrap any content that we never really intended to finish in the first place, and just sort of have a bit of a clear out, you know, just make sure things are tidied up a bit, ready for the rebranding to take place.
I will say though, just on that note, I know we do have one or two viewers that have commented on channels that have been incomplete in the past. If there are any series that have been incomplete in the past, but if there are any series that vanish that anybody particularly really wanted finishing, definitely comment below, or comment or send an email to the channel email, anything like that, and just let us know, because if we know there's interest in something, we're far more likely to maybe not keep it but start again. It'll give us the motivation to actually finish it.
100%. If we know, you know, there's content out there that people want to see, even if we're not happy with how it's gone ourselves, you know, if we were off to a bit of a rough start and we've removed it for that reason, or we just, you know, we'd left it so long that it wouldn't really make sense to pick up on, like I say, contact us whatever means you deem necessary, and we'll do our best. If it's something you want to see, 100% we'll consider it, and chances are, like we say, it will motivate us to get it done.
Yeah.
So
I think really that's covered everything, hasn't it?
That pretty much covers the main thing we want to say. I was like, I hope you've enjoyed this. I know we've not really done too much on this video here. We've kind of just been, like I say, free roaming on The Simpsons. We kind of wanted to show off the Christmas side of Springfield, so
And on that note, I will quickly say I am going to be recording the single player missions for this. I know you've already completed them. I think I've only done the first 1 or 2, but I decided, they're so good, I'm going to record them. So expect those to be perhaps, if not the first, one of the first videos that will appear on the channel under the new name.
Yeah, definitely. We look forward to that. So classics, I'm sure people will enjoy anyway. It's just, we'll just have to sort of just play it by ear, really, and just see whether things gain interest like we expect them to. Whether we can always, we're always open to constructive criticism, that kind of thing. Just leave your suggestions, and we'll get back to you. Take everything into consideration, really.
Absolutely.
So I think that's all I've got to say. If you're happy to end it there, I am.
Yep, I can't think of anything else I would need to say, really. Anything that we do think of, if we've missed anything, we could always just upload it as like a channel update now that you can actually do channel text-based updates anyway. So
exactly.
And anything we miss, it'll appear.
If you've got any questions for us, let us know. Any special requests, that kind of thing, within reason.
Yep. Always happy to listen. We'll never deny a customer's request.
We shall never deny a guest. Exactly. So yeah, thanks for watching. I think we'll call it there, because otherwise we'll just be rambling on. So that pretty much sums it up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Yep, I hope to see you on the new channel name.